I'm really glad you came across this video right now because I felt really drawn to do a general card reading, and I haven't pulled the cards yet. So this is just something you're meant to hear right now. And I'm feeling guided um, to pull from this energy oracle deck. Sorry, I was just like, oh, this download started coming, and now as I'm trying to do all the tech digital stuff, I'm just kind of maybe you can kind of relate to that energy. But let's pull, okay, or let one flip out. Ooh, that's so funny because I have my little angel card here. It says the same thing, patience. And if you're like me, this is the least favorite word in my vocabulary. But it's also a sign that and it's funny, I was talking to a colleague today about that. And it's like when I see this now, to me, I get excited because the universe is saying it's coming. It's just not quite here yet. So you just need patience for a little while longer. It's like a kid waiting for Christmas morning, right? So patience. So, and I'm going to pull some tarot cards and let's see what comes up for you. Okay. I'm using my Lightseer Tarot by ISN, and then I'll also pull some clarifiers from the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith deck. Okay, so let's see what pops up first. Okay, we have the Five of Cups. So it feels like there's been some feeling of disassociating from the emotions that you have right now. You want to release the pent up emotions or the emotions that are dragging you down. Let's see what else comes. Okay, we got three more, and then I'll pull some clarifiers. So then we have the Seven of Pentacles. And to me, this is definitely a card of patience. You plant the seed, it takes time for it to root. And there's a lot going on under the soil before you even get to see a little plant pop up out of the soil. So patience is required. Not just that, but you've got to be doing something toward whatever you want to attract and bring into this world. You can't just sit back and go, okay, the universe is going to bring it to me. It's not like sitting on a bench waiting for a bus, just passive. You have to take action, okay? The next one that comes is the Six of Cups. And this might be bringing up some past memories that you have and feelings of nostalgia. Like specifically what's coming up for me is this time of year that I'm recording this right now. This can be a trigger for a lot of people having memories of the past. You know, it's Christmas right now. Well, it isn't. It's December 1st, 2nd, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's a timeless reading. I didn't mean to put a date in there. Oh, well. But it feels like this is a time, or when you're watching this, even if it's in the future, it's a time for you that you may have been reflecting on what's been going on in your life and how maybe you're comparing it to where you thought you would be right now. So that might be obviously not where you want to be, but at the same time, you're still here living and breathing. So there's that, right? One more. Strength. Strength. You know, we've been conditioned all our lives, whether we wanted to or not. And now we need the strength to break through those habitual thoughts or feelings or reactions and give ourselves a little bit of a break, especially when we notice that we're reverting back to the old way. When we want to change, we forget, and that's totally okay. You will remember. You will see that light and go, oh yeah, I thought I wanted to change that. Okay, what can I do now to move forward and change from there? So let's pull some clarifiers for those. So for the Five of Cups, we have the Two of Wands and the 10 of Swords. So that's clarifying the 5 of Cups. So you really want to move past feeling all the feelings, going through all the stuff, doing all of the therapy. You just want to focus on what's next. He's holding on to the globe. He has future plans. So this to me represents you. You do have some plans. You don't need to be stuck in the woe is me side of things. And I don't say that as a judgment. I've been there too, and I'm sure I'll be there again. This is saying focus on what you can, the few steps you can take. Each wand here to me represents an action that you can take. And then we have the 10 of Swords, which is things are dead, done, and over with. The old way is past, and you know it's past, but it's okay. We are habitual, and sometimes our subconscious mind takes over and we're on autopilot, and we get back into the groove that has been dug so deep over time that we are into the same old habits before we know it. And we're like, hey, wait a minute, I want to change this. So it's up to you to get those thoughts, to change the thinking so that you can move into a different dimension of your life. That's what I'm picking up. Let's pull a clarifier for the 7 of Pentacles. It really feels like you're kind of frustrated with yourself because you do have aspirations and you work toward them and you get so far and you're like, yeah, and then something side slaps you and then you're going to go back to the way things were because you're used to responding that way. And then you're like, oh, and you beat yourself up all over again because, oh yeah, I meant to be, further along than I am now. And I just want to say, just give yourself grace. This learning and growing, it takes time. There's a term, growing pains. Doesn't work just for the human physical body. It's for all the other stuff we need too. So clarifying the 7 of Pentacles, we have the Queen of Swords. Okay. So you're going from the 10 of Swords saying, you can't think like that anymore, to what can I think about? Queen of Swords is saying, focus on the high side of things. She is totally looking toward the future. And she even has her hand gesture going, that's the place I want to go. That's the direction I'm headed. She has her head above the clouds. So she has clear vision, clearer thinking. And that's what you're working toward. And it takes time. It takes time to create a new habit. It takes time to sand down the grooves so things are all smooth again and you can start fresh and make new tracks. And then we clarify for the 6 of Cups. Let's see what we have. Oh, clarify with this deck. And we have Strength again, which is really interesting. The whole deck is upside down. Okay. Pause. Excuse me. So interesting. Our last card was the Strength card, and the clarifier for the 6 of Cups is the Strength card. And it came up in reverse, even though the whole deck was reversed. Let me just tune into the energy here. Yeah, it feels like you've been focused on the past, like I mentioned before with the 6 of Cups. And to me, it's like you're going back to just not relive your experiences, but to see them from a different perspective. And that's great. And another thing that you can do is to go back and imagine how you'd feel if the outcome felt better, whatever that might be for you. That's what I'm picking up. And let's clarify that Strength card. Yeah, I really feel that this message, it's not going to resonate with all of it's not going to resonate with you. If it does, great. But some of it I think might. So yeah, let's just see what this last card gives us. Another sword. So we have the 7 of Swords. And with the Strength card, to me, it's about feeling okay in thinking and doing things in a way that kind of goes against the grain of what everyone else is doing. And because your conviction of what your values are, and maybe you've been compromising your values, your core values, like what's really, really important to you. And it's time for you to just do things in your own way by thinking in your own way. And nobody can take that from you. All right. Nobody can take our thoughts away from us. They can think they're trying to convince us to do something their way. But at the end of the day, no one can be in our head but us. And no one needs to know what we're thinking either. Thank goodness, right? Thank goodness we don't have mind readers. But it really feels like something is going to come up soon where you're going to really have to take charge, have the courage and strength to just stand by your convictions no matter what, no matter how it looks too. People get the wrong impression all the time. You see that on social media, on posts, especially your local community posts. If you belong to any of your local Facebook groups and stuff like that, someone posts something, another person comments, and someone takes that totally the wrong way. You read through it and you think, how did they get to that perspective from there? Anyway, or maybe it's just, yeah. Anyways, you have to be willing to trust your own thoughts, trust that what you're doing, it may not look to others like it's the right thing to do, but you know deep down that it is the right thing to do. All right, well, there you go. That's your quick reading. I hope it makes sense for you, because I think this is really going to be a powerful key for you to know in the coming days moving forward. So take care. And if you like this video, please hit the like button and please subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see you in the next video. Peace.